Back on HQ, Mike McCarthy after another tough loss.
And then we were, able to get the block. AO was in a vice situation. And then, he heard the roar of the crowd, and when he turned, he understands the role, of crossing. Once the ball crosses the line, his response was when he turned, when he heard the crowd, the ball was there, and he reacted to it. So, obviously, a big play in the game.
What do you say? Situation.
Mike, Todd Archer with ESPN. The emotional swings of that moment, because you're in a position to get the ball, maybe go down and win the game.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Even before that, had the ball on the ground twice. Had the one turnover that went back. Yeah, that was, a lot of flow, ebb and flow to the game. But I just, can't say enough about our guys. They just keep fighting, keep competing, and they made one more play than we did. So you can see it at halftime. The big play production at halftime was 7-7. So, and that was really just the message that we had to just keep slugging this thing away. And a good chance it was going to come down to one play, and that's what it came down to.
On the deflected punt, is that a Peter situation? What's the calls that he's supposed
Peter? Yeah. Yes.
With 8 losses, how do you reconcile where you head after this? You still
reconcile? We just do the math. Obviously, we're not even back to even. We're still in the hole. We need a tremendous amount of help. Is just being Captain Obvious here. So that's just one of the things we had to have this one. that's the way we approached it. Team had probably our best week of practice, just having the whole secondary out there. Friday's practice, they had numerous interceptions. I felt this week, really for the first time since training camp, we were a complete football team. So I thought we were running on all cylinders. Knew we have to play a certain way because of where we are right now. And I thought we did a solid job of trying to play to that. We needed some takeaways, and our defense was created turnover opportunities. The one giveaway was it was a huge play. We really had a clean play that we had a collision there with our primary receiver, and so that was a big play early. But that's what this time of year is. December. These games are always clawing and scratching because everybody's urgency is at the highest, and we were short. We're one play short today.
Got one more. Overshown. What did the trainer's doctor say?
It's of serious nature. I'm told. That's really that's all I know. It just didn't look good.
Mac Engel, Footwear Star Telegram. Does a game like this just feel consistent with the way your season has gone? Just rough breaks, and what can go wrong sometimes is going wrong.
I think I really don't view it that way. That's football. Football's is an up and down sport. It's 11 individuals on 11 individuals every play. So there's nothing that happened in the game today that players and coaches haven't experienced before. Just it happens in a different order. So, and when you don't win, yes, that's the kind of things that are said. But when you do win, you overcome adversity. So, we were short today. We've been short, all year. But we had some games early that obviously were not very good at all as an overall performance. But they prepared to win. We were in position to win, and we came up short. So it's definitely disappointing.
Elwin Henderson, Gilmer Mirror. Mike, would you say that this is maybe the toughest pill to swallow as far as a non-playoff loss you've experienced as a head coach?
Oh, definitely, because where it puts us in the season. We understand that we dug ourselves a hole. With the 7 losses coming in here, so we had to have this one tonight. Yes, definitely, this is a very disappointing loss.
Go ahead. With Chase and what he was able to do, how do you put your defense plays well, but he's able to put up some big numbers? It's almost like you have to live with some stuff that you have to give up against an offense like that.
Well, yeah, you know, we talked about during the media, sessions this week. They were playing a very high level in their passing game, and they played, and they did it again tonight. So, yeah, I mean, it's, I thought our guys, put us in position to win the game. But yeah, he obviously had a huge night.
Ed Werder, WFA, two things. Given the nature of the loss and how it changes your prospects for the postseason, do you expect to do anything differently at quarterback going forward?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't thought about that. I mean, just lost the game. That's where my head's at.
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. How frustrated was Mike and some of the other kids on your team? Michael walked off early. Obviously, he's frustrated.
Oh, I mean, yeah, everybody's frustrated, without doubt, rightfully so. I mean, yeah, I would expect it. These guys poured their hearts out tonight, so everybody's disappointed.
Like Tommy Yarsh, DallasCowboys.com. Cooper, BB went out with the head injury and thought he came back in and then was ruled out with a concussion. What happened there? Was it something that he re-injured when he came back in, or?
My understanding is, he was cleared, but then when he came back in, they looked at him again and they just felt that he needed to be pulled from the game. So that was a communication given to me.
One more, the running game. We've talked all year about it. Just your thoughts about what you did in that game.
Still didn't get enough reps at it. I mean, the third down, I thought, was not. We weren't at our best today. Third down, but I was very pleased with the running the football and the keeps it, and just the way we fit it together. So I thought we had a very good mesh, between the quarterback movement and the run game today.
So, you talked about Cooper going out, and you had to move Brock inside, and the offensive line changes again. You had Chuma at left tackle, and you ran pretty well. Then you lose to Overshawn, and you still held up until that last play on defense, the way your team has suffered all these blows and still are able to fight here.
It's who we are. It's the way you're supposed to play. Yeah, I mean, we expected to win. I feel terrible for the players because they give you everything during the week, and it's been a bumpy ride without a doubt. So it's just really raw right now. So I just feel for those guys.
Like when a young player like that makes a mistake like that.
It's been a tough go this year anywhere for the Dallas Cowboys, but especially at the center of the star right there in Big D, the 5th worst record at home in any season. 2024, 1-6, haven't struggled like this since 2015.